Mount Pirongia, the defining icon of the Waikato, is the inspiration for our project. Its unique ecosystems were falling prey to predators such as possums and rats, prompting the formation of our group in 2002. Calling ourselves Pirongia Te Aroaro o Kahu Restoration Society, we drew on the full Māori name for the manga. It refers to Kahu, a tauhanga's wife who was newly pregnant, and we share Kahu's hope of nurturing new life with all the biodiversity sustained by Mount Pirongia. After registering as a society and aligning our plans for the mountain with the Department of Conservation, we set about converting our aspirations into actions. The ongoing protection of birds became a major goal, especially for those who remembered the call of the kokako and yearned to hear it again. Another major goal was involving the community in our work. Realising we couldn't tackle the entire forest park, which covers a huge 14,000 hectares, we focused on what we could do to bring this special manga back to life. We began with a pest control area of 250 hectares within Pirongia Forest Park. The main targets were those destructive predators, rats and possums. 4 years on, we've gradually built up our bait station grid up to 750 hectares. Our long-term goal is to protect 1,000 hectares, the minimum area needed to reintroduce kokako.
The big trees from the middle and upper part of the mountain that I can remember in my lifetime have gone. They've been killed by possum growls. And that's what this group is all about, to make sure there's healthy forest and that birds and so on can flourish.
Our bait station filling operation is carried out in spring to enable birds to successfully raise their young. The layout of the grid is designed so each volunteer can follow a bait line that matches their fitness and time availability. On a bait station day, there's a real buzz in the air as people of all ages gather to receive instructions, fill their packs with baits, and eagerly set off into the bush to accomplish the task at hand. When they return a few hours later, we put on a barbecue and delicious homemade food. There's the chance to swap stories, affirm each other in our environmental commitment, or simply to get to know each other better.
That was good. We're going to come back every 4 months.
Yeah, it'll be so cool.
I'm not going to miss it once.
One of the great things about being involved in this group is knowing that we're doing something for future generations. And what I love about it is knowing that we're going to try and restore the forest to how it was many hundreds of years ago. So I'm involved with collecting seeds and propagating plants to add to our beautiful forest up on Mount Pirongia.
Our on-the-ground action is supported by monitoring and measuring so that robust scientific data underpins our results and informs our future planning. We have permanent vegetation plot monitoring and population level monitoring of rats, both pre- and post-operation. We also minimise toxin use in the bait stations through close management of bait levels. Having data to show rat populations dropping to practically zero 4 years running inspires and energises us and gives others the confidence to support or fund us as well.
I'm David Samuel and I'm the owner of Goldbridge Wealth Management. I'm tickled pink to be able to support the Pirongia Restoration Society. It's one way that my business can give some money back into the community for the support that that same community has given me over many, many years of being in business.
The need to fund our project in a sustainable way gave birth to our Sponsor a Hectare scheme. Individuals, families and groups sponsor their own numbered hectare, and a map and GPS reference to the hectare seals the sense of ownership. The scheme meets the ongoing costs of operating the grid, opens fresh sectors of our community to contribution, and underwrites our long-term viability. Having so many different options for participation and our flexible, hands-on approach has gained us a positive reputation, connected people with their manga, and expanded our repertoire. Whether it's bat monitoring for dock, propagating Northern Rata, staging our Mount Pirongia Art Awards, or giving international students internship opportunities, there's a niche we can find for any newcomers.
To me, being a member of this group is more about just them being in the bush or knowledge of the bush. It's about taking social responsibility for the bush and the environment, and to me that action is really important.
Getting our message out to the community is also a big part of what we do. We've held Generation Green events, which bring together experts, advice and options for better environmental outcomes, as well as guided walks, visual displays, presentations to schools and community groups, and building bridges with our local marae. This highlights our cause, attracts helpers, strengthens our community, and advocates for the environment in general.
We really appreciate having a bush to look after, so the best way to have that is to get out and do it ourselves. We enjoy being part of this group because we're also involved in putting the baits out and counting and looking at the bush and seeing what's happening from one trip to the next.
We started out in 2002, 15 of us, little experience but high hopes. Now bird numbers are skyrocketing, We have 60 members, over 50 volunteers helping us and 70 sponsors. With the networks we've set up with iwi and others, we're on a mission to just keep doing more for the Maunga.
Our future plans include reintroducing species such as tautawai or North Island robins and kokako to Mount Pirongia and setting up an environmental activity centre in Pirongia village. By extending our support and skills, we hope to create new partnerships for restoring other sectors of this mighty mountain.
We as iwi are very appreciative of what the Pirongia Te Aroaro or Kahu is doing. The mountain is not only ours. You could live as far away as Tamaranui or Auckland, and they still relate to Pirongia as their mountain.
The efforts of this Restoration Society to really promote the building of a secure area on Pirongia so that it can be restored to its former glory is something that's very exciting to me, and I truly wish the Society all the best with getting the community support and the funding together to make this very important ecosystem initiative possible.
Our journey so far has developed our knowledge, skills and confidence and affirmed the central place our natural environment needs to take in all of our lives. Wherever our future direction takes us, we will be led by this fitting Māori whakatoki.
Ki te tau koe, me he maunga teitei.
If you bow your head, let it be to a lofty mountain.